All right, we got I can recap. Put this like over here. Can't do that actually. Never mind. Okay, so going let's raise the vision. Going into the day, top in the hourly. Um, so we had an SMT in this gap right here. So we had a like SMT right here. So we didn't exactly need to fill in this gap, and so I was just waiting for displacement to the upside. Uh, so going into the day, where's 9? Shit. Okay, so 9:30 opens up, right? We get displacement, but I need displacement above this high in order to be bullish. We sweep it, we have an SMT here, and then we displace back down. Um, we don't sweep out the lowest, so we sweep out all of this. We get, it looks like that we didn't really, there's no gaps here, really. There was just 1 minute gap that was already tapped into, like, bro, like, what is that? There was a 3 minute inverse that, if you took, it did end up playing out. Had to keep a big stop, but that ended up filling in the gap. But like nowhere in that was I confident with filling that gap in. But as soon as we filled in that gap, we got like a V shape out of it, and then we started chopping, slowly going up. And so basically what I was seeing was on the 15 minute I'll show you. We tapped in this gap, we got displacement above this high, so we should come to London highs and probably previous day high if there was time. It was just we were so slow today. And everyone's on vacation, the big market movers or whatever. So it really you got to be conservative with your targets kind of. So this is a pretty conservative target in my opinion. So that was my first target basically. Uh yeah, so what we ended up doing at displacement above that high, we filled in this 15-minute gap. And keep in mind, price action is fucking horrendous today, right? It's really fucking bad. So basically, I just took kind of a read. It was an inverse, but like also kind of a read. We tapped with 15 minute, we got displacement out of it kind of. So I enter here, but your stops have to be pretty big. So I put my stops down at this low. Um, and yeah, target was up here, but since I had plenty of room, I was just gonna target there, so I don't have to sit through whatever chop there was. Um, and so yeah, basically we did immediately went all the way pretty close to my stop, came back up, came strongly displaced down, got even closer to my stop loss, and then inversed it back up, respecting this gap, got displacement up, got close to the TP. ES didn't sweep any of this yet, by the way. There was nothing swept on ES yet. And then we started chopping around, whatever. We had this 1 minute gap I expected to hold. But I went at this high, I went break even just because there's no reason why we should really come back down lower than this gap. So break even, that's a respectable break even spot. Um, Looking at ES though, as you can see, ES was chopping around. ES never tapped into this gap. And as soon as I saw this displacement candle, I was like, okay, yes, probably because we're chopping. We're not going to that high yet. If we're gonna go higher, either we inverse this first or we tap into this gap on ES and then get displacement out of it. Because I know this high is gonna get hit, So I was expecting this gap to hold. I think I like it's not a bad break even spot, but it just didn't give us enough room because ES wanted to go down. ES is gonna drag NQ down most likely, and that's what it did, and it stopped me out by a literal tick. I don't know if you can see that, but like stopped me out by that much. Break even, and then instantly went up, back down, up, and swept it out. But like, bro, entry was 12:28, TP hit at 108. Like almost an hour of sitting through this trade that should not have taken that long, to be honest. Um, and then yeah, we start chopping around, kind of slowly going up to this London high. We finally sleep it out. TP would have eventually hit, but like, bro, like it's just so choppy. And then I did end up taking a loss, a small loss. Um, So we swept out these highs on both, and we started getting displacement back down into this range. We inversed a 15-minute gap. There was nothing for us to react from down here. And so I was like, okay, if we're gonna come anywhere, we're probably coming and sweep this low because, buy model, sell model. This low looks pretty free to me. We get this fat retrace, right? And then we get a V shape down, back down. So I entered, tap back in, stop was up here, TP down here, 1.5. And yeah, just apparently just that wasn't the draw. The only thing that we reacted from was on ES. We had a very tiny 15-minute for rally gap. We swept out this low. If we're counting order blocks, there was a 15-minute order block, but like, bro, I don't trade order. I don't look at that shit, bro. Most of the time, like who gives a fuck, you know? So we ended up losing because of that. Also was shorting at lows technically, but I saw this fat retrace and then a V shape right out of it, and I was like, okay, odds are we're going lower. We're pretty correlated. Um, we're probably gonna go to this low. And yeah, we just didn't. It was honestly a pretty small loss. It was only like 250. But, I also took a loss before, and this is my first time trading on the funded, so I'm down 550 on the funded right now. Um, that does suck, and I'm not gonna lie. I almost FOMO'd entered. I did actually. I entered like right here, in the long, and would have 100% hit. I would have gotten my 450, but I exited just because you. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade FOMO shit. If I earn the money, I didn't actually earn it. It's literally just gambling. So I took out there, and honestly, I'm happy I did that. Um. Lesson learned though, I'm I'm not going to be taking trades on my funded account tomorrow, Wednesday. We'll see how Thursday, Friday are. If it's a clean continuation day, I'll take trades on it. But if it's like choppy like today, probably not, and then what is it? Monday, hold on, let me just pull up Forex Factory. Monday, Tuesday, next week. mm, Maybe Wednesday, I'm not trading. Thursday, I probably will trade, and Friday, I probably will trade. Um, so that leaves 4 days in the next 2 weeks, may possibly six if I'm counting these. So I just gotta be patient, you know. I really don't want to trade my funded at all, but like there's just like I don't know. If I'm seeing clean price action, I'm gonna take it. Today, it looked pretty clean in my opinion. Unfortunate break even and then unfortunate loss. I don't think I could have played it any better to be honest. It just December price action, you know. So I'm not mad at it whatsoever, and yeah, mo for the most part, I did good today. Um, it's just that FOMO shit. It's no. I did also sit on the charts since from 9:30 to 4. Because I'm not doing shit on break. I don't even know if I'm gonna be going to the gym just because I don't want to be spending $50 for not even 2 weeks of the gym. I'm gonna be going 6 separate times. So each time I go, it's gonna be over. Well, each time I go, it's gonna be about like $10. So I don't I don't want to be spending $10 every single time I step into the gym. So like I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, so I ended up just sitting down here and just watching this price, which is not good at all. And I don't think I will be doing that again. I think I will be trading, until like 11:30-ish when, the markets clear up somewhat. Um, I mean, like if something happens, I'll see it, but I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, unfortunate today, but execution was fine in my opinion. It's just better not to trade these days than to you know, risk and gamble because it's gonna destroy your confidence and your mental. So if I'm seeing a good, clean continuation day where it's not inducing every single low or high, I'll trade it. And it's as simple as that. So hopefully next time it's a dub because I have two straight losses. But 550, like the wins I'm going for are gonna be like 450 every single time, right? So I take two wins, right? I'm going to be even in my drawdown, which is like 550, I'm going to be up like, oh my God, math fucking like 350, I'll already be up 350. And then I only need 3 more days and then I get a payout, of winning days. So yep, that's it.